Bruh. Anyways, what's up, guys? So, this is a Road to Valor World War II. This game is sick, right? And so, I've noticed people trying to copy my build. Like, I've literally seen my own friends directly copy. And, like, you can copy people's builds. There's a button. Where is it? I don't know where it is. There's a button right here. This button is share. You can share your build. Before you're in a core, though, before you're in a guild or a clan or whatever, it's called a core in this game. This button right here is just, it's like copy and paste. You can go to anyone, like anyone that you just played against. Just pick some random person, this guy. You can like copy his build and then paste it over your own stuff, right? So I've seen people copying my build lately. And I've noticed people trying to use this build, but they don't quite do it right. So this build is entirely based on, it's a hospital build. Here, how about I just show you? How about I just show you what it is first? It's a hospital build, right? So what does the hospital do? The hospital is a building, and it sits there. You throw down a building, and for every infantry unit that dies, hold on. For every infantry unit that dies, for every one of your infantry units that dies, it gets a stack. And when it gets 4 stacks, it spits out 2 grenadiers. It spits out a group of 2 grenadiers. And so if you have 2 hospitals, and then 4 infantry units die, together they spit out 4 more grenadiers. And then they die, and it spits out 4 more grenadiers. And then they die. Why did he just take a game? Because it's over? Sorry, bro. I don't understand. What did he just give up? Oh, his teammate probably not playing. His teammate's not playing is what happened. He, this guy, Fuhrer. Bro, why you gotta copy my homie's name and spell it all weird? That was not a great example. So the hospital, you know, it basically constantly resupplies your dead infantry with fresh grenadiers. And so, you know, you run engineers to keep your buildings alive. And so you want the cheapest infantry, and you want the most numerous infantry. You want the most individual guys with guns to run out there for as cheap as possible. So this scout costs 1. I borrow these Volksgrenadier. Look, there's 2 supply, and there's already 6 infantry out there. Miyazaki spawns like 6 or 8. Depends on if you have the ace card or not. Is my teammate playing, or am I alone? Bro, there he is. There they go. That's good. Bro, kill that tank. Thank you. I'm coming. Your rocket launcher team right here is crucial. You have to have these rocket launcher guys. Freeze. Stop it. You have to have your rocket launcher guys, because that's how you kill tanks and buildings. But keep in mind that they cannot kill. They cannot shoot. They can kill, but they cannot shoot at vehicles or infantry. If they happen to hit vehicles or infantry, they will totally kill them. I mean, they're firing giant rockets. But they won't shoot at vehicles or infantry. You have to have these guys right here, these engineers, keep your buildings alive. If you don't go Miyazaki, you need to go the bayonet dudes. Trust me. Miyazaki's better, but if you don't use Miyazaki, you don't have him, you need to go the bayonet guys. If you don't have them, what if you're like, I guess, brand new at this game, maybe go the sniper guys. I would suggest probably. He's a human attack wave, dog? Seriously? Watch, I'm gonna freeze him. Freeze. Also, I run the medics, because you get 3 little dudes for 2 supply, and they heal your infantry, which is very, very important. Essentially, it's just like a meat shield. It's just like a wall of infantry that never ends. And it's not the fastest, you know, machine at pumping out infantry right just yet. But now, once the game gets down to a minute left, once there's a minute left, the amount of supply that you get per second, I think it doubles. Or something like that. It goes up by a lot. It gets much, much faster. So now that everyone's supply is much, much faster, Now this build really comes online. Bro, you can get that. Bro, you can take that bunker. Take it. Destroy it. Do it. I welcome you to kill that bunker. Fail. Bro, don't defend it. Let them have it. Watch. I'm gonna bomb their snipers. See, look how fast I'm just pumping out infantry units and how many of them there are. This is how you run this build, guys. This right here. This is how you do it. You notice I never use this little vehicle guy. It's my flex spot. It's not really part of the build. It's there because it can shoot at anything. It can shoot at vehicles. It's invisible, so it can sneak up on snipers. It can kill snipers. It can kill vehicles. It can shoot at anything. So that's why I have it, and it's very cheap. It's very, very, very good for this vehicle in particular. Is very, very, very good for its cost. It only costs 3, and it's incredibly good. You might think about these guys. These dudes will, if you are worried about vehicles, really, like, this is what I used to do. I used to do this, and I would almost never use them unless there was a vehicle that I needed to kill. You could just run straight up grenadiers. You could run snipers. I wouldn't recommend running snipers, though. And you could run these guys, although I wouldn't recommend that either. Occasionally I run that little thing because it buffs the damage of all your infantry. These dudes, I would recommend not using these dudes. I don't like those guys at all. They're just never effective. They never accomplish a single thing. This dude's awesome. What did I take off? I took off that vehicle thing. I could run this guy. I'm gonna run this. I'm gonna run this right here. Let's go. Let's go, bro. What does this dude do? He gives fired up to everyone around him, and he's an infantry. And instead of dying, he retreats to the base and gets full health, and then he goes back out, and then he dies. When he dies one time, he retreats to the base and gets back to full health a single time. Always be polite, guys. Always be polite to each other. So always say hello. Always say hello. Good luck. Thank you. I do. And typically people don't respond. It's very, very rare when people do respond, actually, to me. The vast majority of people are just silent unless they think they're going to win, and then they will start to spam stuff and be toxic. Typically is what people are like. That's pretty much with any game. People are always like that. I'm not like that, though. I'm respectful. And I'm pretty sure it frightens people because the fact that I immediately speak and say hello, good luck, thank you, the fact that I do that is kind of frightening because that's something that very high skill level players tend to do. Typically, it's only very high skill level players that will do that. And so when I do that, I think people intuitively know that. Because I mean it. I'm pretty sure they could tell. I'm pretty sure they could tell that I mean it. Because I do mean it. Maybe I should quit talking. Oh, well, this is what happens when you fall behind, right? So this is what happens when you fall behind. When this build's based on momentum. You have to get your stuff out there and get it going. And if they do this, if they destroy your hospitals and all your units, and you lose all your momentum, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. Build up your supply. Also, the snipers right there, that's why I brought the vehicle instead of this fired up guy. Get him, Miyazaki. Firestorm me, pleb. People love to just dump their freaking abilities on me in particular, over and over and over and over and over. This game's probably over, my teammate's not. Bro, what is with people using the name Fuhrer? Like, yeah, this game's over. This game's way over. That's why I don't like playing 2v2s without one of my friends, because typically people just are terrible. Like, people are typically terrible. Anyways, that's that build. I'll show you a slightly different build while I'm at it. This build's great too. Let's just go. I'll show you what it does. This build, much less complicated. Much less complicated is this build. That last build is my main build. That hospital build that I was just showing you is my main build. And I came up with that. I was inspired to come up with it because I saw one person, one time ever, who actually used 2 hospitals at once. And I was like, that's kind of cool. What does that building even do? So I looked it up. I didn't like look it up. I looked at it in the game, found out what it did, and I was like, I bet I can do something cool with that. And so I made a build, and that was the build I just showed you. This is a slightly different build. I'm the other faction now, so I have to borrow the hospital. I'm no longer the faction that has the hospital naturally. I'm their ally. So I can borrow the hospital. But I can't also borrow the engineers. Yeah, good job. Firestorm my one sniper and my one mortar. Good job, bro. Fantastic. Ooh, that was a sick propaganda from a teammate. Sick, sick, sick. Saved my guy. Saved my... And then I wrecked... Brilliant, bro. Good job, bro. Colgate. Good job, Colgate. I'm gonna add you afterwards. Occasionally you see these commander guys who are, like, you see players who played as this guy who are really, really good with propaganda. I've seen some killer propagandas happen, like, oh my god. Some killer propagandas that give you goosebumps for seeing, like, oh my god, that was crazy. Get out of here, guys. Get away from me. And your stupid Firestorm, Scorched Earth, noob, freaking commander. Everyone, see, freaking noob. Everyone who uses that commander is a pleb. That's what I think. If you use that commander, sorry, but I think you're a pleb for doing so. It's just a cheesy, lame, obnoxious, no skill required, boring commander. He kind of just ruins the integrity of a match. It's a very cheesy, dishonorable kind of way to play, and that's how that whole commander is designed to be that way. And lots of people pick him. There's typically one in every single game, most of the time, that stupid fire commander guy, because he's easy. People think he's easy because he is easy. People definitely don't want to try to do what I'm doing in general. In general, people don't like to, you know, do complicated things which are high risk, high reward. My builds are very high risk and very high reward. If you notice, he could fire strike my hospitals, or these guys right here with these guns. They cost 6 supply. They take forever to get enough supply to get them out, and I have to really, really protect them. If I lose them, it's a massive deal. Well, that's weird, but okay, GG. Typically games don't end like this, but okay. Anyways, that's that build. I'll show you another build. Show you another build while I'm at it. My builds are crazy, dog. This is just gonna be my build video, I guess. So, if you know anything about the builds and the characters in this game, the commanders in this game, you probably know about human attack wave. Maybe. Actually, maybe not. Most people who use that commander actually don't use human attack wave, and I don't understand why. But anyways, so this is essentially a vehicle attack wave is what this is. I'll show you.
Guten Tag. Viel Glück.
Guten Tag. Viel Glück. Danke. Both of these vehicles are gonna die. Probably immediately. Yeah, watch. They're both gonna die. It's all good. I don't care. I don't care about that at all. I'm gonna go kill that mortar guy though. I'm just waiting on my supply and my CP. I'm waiting on my supply on my 2 points that my 2 different supply points to build up for just a second right here. So this one hits 3, not that. Pop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vehicle attack wave. I got 3 of those things. What else did I get? I spawned 4 infantry units. Maybe I got a scout car and it already died or something. Kill those infantry units. I got 3 of these things that came out. It's actually really good. I would have probably preferred some Pumas. You never know. You never know what's going to come out when you do this ability. It could be these things, or it could be the Puma, or it can be the little scout car. And you do not want it to be the scout car, but it's random, so. No control over that. So how does this ability work? What it does is so there's those 3 vehicles that can come out. There can be this little artillery truck thing, which doesn't shoot at tanks, but it shoots at infantry and vehicles. Actually, no, it just shoots at infantry and buildings. So watch. Every time you spawn an infantry unit, it spawns one of those random vehicles. So watch. You pop that. You go 1 infantry, then 2, then 3, and then I need that scout right there. So I'm gonna just throw that out there. And then go scout. Hurry up before the ability wears off. See, little scout car came out with him. Bam. Vehicle attack wave. Get wrecked. My mistake. There you go. Beautiful build. Is that not beautiful? People don't expect it. People have no idea. Because this guy typically is not a vehicle guy. Most people use this guy as a tank guy. He's the armored tactics guy. He has the biggest tank in the whole game. He's got the biggest, most powerful tank in the whole game, as far as I'm concerned. And that's how most people use him. Most people do not. I've literally like only ever seen a single person use this ability. You know, and I was just going through like, you know, I was just thinking, you know, I pretty much have a build with like every commander on that side, like except for this guy. I was like, what is up with this guy? So I looked at his abilities and was like, that's kind of cool. I wonder if that works. It did not work. It was terrible. It was awful. I lost several games in a row. But I figured it out. I figured out how to do it. You got to do it just right. You got to play perfectly with that guy to do what I just did. You have to save up 10 supply. It cost me 10 supply and 3 CP to do that ability like that. So this guy is the supply American. I'm going to do human attack wave. You'll see what human attack wave is.
Good to see you. Good luck. Thank you.
Splendid. Is it going to come this way? Yeah, bro, come this way with that tank. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, bro. Sorry, bro. Highlander Jack. So what does this guy's human attack wave do? It's this ability right here. Human attack wave for 4.5 seconds. It used to just be 4 seconds. The MP consumed for all infantry units becomes 1. That's the important part. So instead of 7, 3, 8, 3, these become 1 each. You'll see. You have to do it very, very quickly. You have to do it very, very quickly. You only have 4.5 seconds. 4.5 seconds. And you want to save up like all 12 supply first. It's possible to get 12 of these off. 12 of these. 12 of the units that I have in my build, in my hand. Watch. Watch what happens, watch. They're gonna bomb me, watch. Go, 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 go! It always like, lags out nowadays. Hummel comes out, No Man's Land. Yeah, they're gonna use all of their CP to bomb me. Watch. Yeah, unfortunate that I'm playing against those two commanders, and unfortunate that my teammate is not, doing anything off of the fact that I just got them to use all of their CP. He's back here losing this bunker, but you know what I mean. It's all good. Do you see what just happened? Like, if I wasn't playing against these two guys, these two commanders that have this tank and that mine ability that they just hit me with, I would have destroyed their whole base. Like, if they didn't AoE all my stuff right there, my units would have killed them. Both of them. That's how dangerous it is. If you don't blow it all up like that, then it will kill you, your whole base. You see why I call that other guy a vehicle attack wave? That's essentially what it is. Same thing, but with vehicles instead of infantry. See his ability right here? Don't ever use it. Ever. Never use it. It's trash. Trash ability. Use human attack wave. And hope that they have already spent their CP. Pay attention. Wait for them to use their CP. Don't do like I just did and just throw it out as soon as you have it. Wait for them to use their CP so that you know their CP is down. You have to keep track of your opponent's CP usage. Keep track of their abilities that they use. You gotta pay attention to things like that. I wasn't paying attention because I was talking. Here, I'll show you how to use D-Day. Most people tend to go air raid instead of D-Day. I don't. Actually, most people tend to go precision strike. Maybe that's just because I'm me and people love to just, precision strike me and strafing run me and everything else that they can.
Good to see you. Good luck.
They typically have air raid and precision strike, but they use their CP on precision strike. I don't know why I just spawned airborne units. I don't know. It's kind of weird choice on my part. Airborne units. Get wrecked, son. You want to counter them, by the way. Let me just teach y'all how to play this game real quick. You want to counter them, right? You don't want to throw your stuff out there to meet them. If my units went out there and met them, their tanks would have blown my units away. You wait for them to shoot your bunker. Like this. This is way too early. I thought it was going that way. I miscalculated. This sniper right here might be slightly too early. No, it's good. It's perfectly timed. Okay, no, you wait for them to start shooting the bunker, and then you come out, and then you kill them. Your bunkers can take it. Your bunkers can get shot a bunch by huge tanks. Your units cannot. You gotta play, you know, properly. You gotta pay attention. Also, you gotta not talk and explain things while you're playing. That helps too. That tends to help too. That's right. So right now, I need to save up my supply, because I'm about to use D-Day. This is D-Day. It says large-scale airlift operation. It doesn't even explain what it does. It just says large-scale airlift operation. Alright, bruh. Ready? Ready, ski? I'm going to throw out airborne units. I'm going to hit D-Day. And as soon as I get 8 supply, I'm going to throw out these commandos. And I'm going to kill his whole base. Watch. Watch, I bet I kill his whole base. It's probably too late for his blitzkrieg, bro. Maybe not. I might have just lost. Yeah, I think I just lost, actually. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, you stupid invisible tank, bro. Yeah, I did just lose because of that stupid invisible tank. Shot my base. GG. That's how you use D-Day, though, by the way. Hey, man, you win some, you lose some. Okay? Where's... I'll let you see. I have 750 victories. 489 of those are perfect victories. That's actually not very many, 750. Is that just this faction? I don't know. Highest rank points, 3,302. Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. What did it say? It says I have 750 victories.
Soldaten, volle Konzentration auf den Angriff.
Now it says I have 1,845. Okay, so it is for each faction. I have 1,845 with 875. Perfect.
Soldaten, volle Konzentration auf den Angriff.
The Russians, let me just go ahead and say the Russians suck. I don't play the Russians because the Russians suck. Not in real life, of course. In real life, Russians are fantastic people. There's nothing wrong with Russians. Love Russians. Russians are people. Love people. Nothing wrong with Russians. I'm not a racist. But in this game, the commanders and the units in this game, for the Russians, they suck. The Americans kind of suck too. Like the German side is typically just better in general. Most people tend to think that. Most people play the German side primarily. I don't want to be him. Aw. Whoops. I guess I'll show you this one more time. Or you can just stop walking. I don't care. Do whatever you want. You do you, bro. I'm gonna say hello.
Guten Tag.
And I'm gonna wait. Awkward silence.
Danke. Viel Glück. Herrlich. Danke.
I got him to say it. I said hello. Awkward silence. Thank you. Good luck. They were like, good to see you. Like, oh yeah, thanks. Splendid. Oh, that's wonderful. Thanks for responding. Now that I've made you feel bad about it. Look, my teammate's gonna win this team fight on his own. Watch. Sorry, bro. I'm trying to do something. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming, bro. I'm coming. Sorry. I'm just gonna, it takes a second, okay? It's actually one of the fastest. Like, this is the rush build. If you're gonna rush people, this is how you rush people, I would say. It's actually like the fastest. Like, no one else can do what this guy just did. What I just did with this guy. No one else. None of the other commanders can do what I just did with this guy. It's so fast. It's so early. Everyone else has 2 CP points. 2. Like, they can use 1 fire strike, 1 precision strike. I can jump at them with this whole army. Like, it's insane.
Danke. Meine Schuld.
Anyways. I'll show you one last build. This is my original main. Actually, my very first main, like the first commander that I originally picked when I first started playing, I had no idea what anybody was I picked the Blitzkrieg guy. And I wrecked people with the Blitzkrieg guy for a long time. And then I switched over to this Siege dude. He's called the Siege. That's a weird build my teammate has. But I use him as the defensive. He's the defensive commander in my mind. He is the siege commander, I guess, yeah. Like, a siege, technically, is when you post up outside of somebody's castle or fortress, you know? That's what a siege is. So, yeah, I guess technically, he would be the siege commander. I should not have spawned that tank right there. It was the wrong choice. Yamato cannon from my teammate is probably going to miss and hit my own stuff, I bet. Watch. Pretty close. Dude, bro, send your little scout car at me. That's why I have a machine gun nest in front of my turret. Bah. 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 I bet it shoots that camp. Shoot that camp. Bah. It did. Ha. It's because this guy, his buildings get, or they can have an extra range. My buildings can shoot farther than everyone else's buildings. So I use a lot of buildings on this guy. He's a defensive guy. See what I mean? The opponent's like, spawn the biggest tank we can over and over and over and over and over and hope that that wins the game for us. That's what they do. If my teammate, bro, you need to defend my turret. You need to help defend my turret. That was spawned on the wrong side. I did not mean to do that. Bro, defend the turret. Turret shoots the tank. Defend the tank. See what I mean? Bam. Got it right? Don't kill my homo, dog. Get away from my homo. Shoot it. Fantastic. Now they're gonna come kill my homo with something invisible, I bet. Like that right there. Bro, you don't need to attack their bunker right now like that. Like, there's a whole minute left in the game. You didn't have to do that. Now I'm alone. I'm gonna lose my homo because you didn't come help me. Like, because you're not team fighting. Because you went to go attack that bunker for no reason. And now you're going to rely on Yamato cannon. It's probably going to miss. And even if it hits it, it's not even going to kill it. I'll kill it with my turret. We're going to lose this game because my teammate is making poor decisions. No offense. See, there they go. Spawn the biggest tank that they can and hope that it wins the game for them. That's how people play. Bro, you need to help defend over here. Yes. Stop Yamato cannoning. That was actually a good one. You cannot control where it actually hits. Usually it tends to hit my stuff when my teammates use it. My friend Fuhrer, we literally have like a 95% win rate together typically. Like, we just wreck people. And he likes to throw down a Yamato cannon on our own army. He likes to hit our own army with Yamato cannon at the end. I don't know why. Just he's the only person I've ever seen do that either. Just as, like, I don't know, just as a show. Like, look, I can waste all of the supply. I can kill my own army and still beat you. You know, it'd be funny if he would Yamato cannon our own bunker, like, kill one of our if we would kill one of our own bunkers at the end, so we could keep playing. Because I love draws are the greatest. Like, I want to play draws. I want to continue playing. I don't like it when games are over quickly. That's a good idea. Kill our own bunker. I can kill our own bunker with this guy, with this bomb right here. Anyways, that's the kind of thing I think about. Anyways, those are my builds. Yeah, you got the hospital build, the vehicle attack wave build, the defensive build. This guy with the flag, or my old 1v1 build. I think I got rid of it actually. My Blitzkrieg build. If you're gonna run Blitzkrieg, you need to run this if you run Blitzkrieg. Like, just fit it in there. Figure it out. It's not that hard. This dude, I mess around with this guy, throwing mines everywhere. I guess I never showed the armored Americans. You got the human attack wave guy. Do not use this ability. And I would suggest do not use any of these abilities except for Human Attack Wave. It's so much more powerful than all of the rest of his abilities combined. Like, I don't understand why people use the other abilities at all. Unless it's a very specific, like, clutch situation. Like, you should probably bring the artillery, but don't use it unless you absolutely have to, unless the game's about to end and you're about to lose, and then do something clutch with it to save yourself from losing. That's what that's for. Don't rely on the artillery. The artillery sucks. Honestly, it honestly sucks, and it costs. Doesn't it cost? It costs 3 CP. That's ridiculous. If it costed 2, I would still suggest not bringing it, and it costs 3. So go. This dude, air raid is a very cheap pleb and noobish kind of thing to do, but most people do it. This is the single most powerful ability in the whole game as far as I'm concerned. Air raid. What air raid does is it erases your opponent's half of the map. You know, like half of the map's covered in blue stuff and half of the map's covered in red stuff. Well, when they use air raid, all my blue stuff gets erased. Literally, that's what it does. Is it also hits your bunkers and your base. It will kill like your whole army, and it'll totally mess up your bunkers and your base. It's ridiculous. And it doesn't affect the opponent's side at all. It doesn't bomb their own side. It just bombs your side. And then there's D-Day. D-Day can be used to great effect if and only if combined properly with other units. You can't just throw out a D-Day and hope it will do something, because it won't. It's not enough. You have to combine it with commandos, typically with commandos. Even combining it with airborne isn't enough. You need to combine it with commandos. I save up all 10 supply. I throw out an airborne, and then I hit D-Day, and then I hit commandos. Or I just go D-Day commando as fast as I can. This guy. This ability, I would suggest not using this ability. I really like it. It's a really cool ability. It's really fun. It only costs 1 supply. But this one is just so much better, so much more useful. It only costs 3. How long does it last? What does it say? For 15 seconds, any of your tanks that die will respawn. Yeah. So when you have like the biggest tank that you can have out there and it's fighting, right before it dies, you pop this and then it respawns when it dies. It's absurd. And if you can do that again, then you stack them up. Now you got like 3 Pershings out there. It's ridiculous. Anyways, I'm not going to show you that build. I don't even want to look at the Russians, bro. The Russians suck. No offense. But to anyone who plays Russians, the Russians in this game are atrocious. This guy, this is my least favorite commander. I hate this guy so much. This stupid ability, Firestorm, dumb. It's only ever useful at stopping my specific builds. Like, it's never useful for anything other than hitting me in my hospitals. I don't understand why people bring it all the time, because you can't, like, most people play with tanks. You can't even hit tanks with it. It's fire. Tanks are made out of metal, and they just roll right through it. Like, this ability is also dumb. This whole commander is just dumb, guys. Please don't play this guy. I would suggest playing this guy. This commander is probably the best Russian, because he has shock breakthrough is pretty good. He's also got strafing run, which again, I don't understand why people bring that at all, except for to counter specifically me. I've played mini games where I literally just get strafing ran on cooldown by 2 people the whole game long. Like, what else are they gonna do with it? There's no other reason to have that ability, like, unless you happen to play against someone like me who goes literally all infantry, which is a very rare thing. Most people don't do that. The vast majority of people don't go all infantry. It's very rare to see somebody who goes all infantry. I like this Russian, actually. This Russian's probably my favorite. But he doesn't, I don't know, he's not too great. None of the Russians are great. None of the Russians are really good, honestly. But there are a couple good Russian units that I don't have. She is an incredibly powerful sniper with 20 attack range. She's got cloak and recloak. After she kills her target, she turns back invisible. Aim precisely at the target with an 8% chance to deal double damage. She's got an 8% chance to crit for double damage. She gets suppression or whatever. Also, the Americans and the Russians have this guy, which can be useful. The Russians and the Americans have the second strongest tank in the whole game. This is the strongest tank that you can summon with MP. That's a unit. the only tank in the whole game that's stronger than that is not a normal unit. It's this guy's ability. This guy has enough. It costs 5. It costs all 5 CP to spawn this one tank, and this is the strongest tank in the game. But other than that, the other side has typically the strongest tank that most people use. And if people have this, they bring it. They absolutely bring it, and they absolutely use it every single time. They will spam this thing on cooldown over and over and over and over. Commandos come out of it. A whole group of commandos comes out of it. That's ridiculous. A whole group of commandos comes out of it, and you get like the second strongest tank in the whole game. Also, I love this guy. This guy's great. I love this guy. He's probably my favorite healer in the whole game. He's got a huge AoE heal. It's fantastic. Rangers, absolutely fantastic. I don't even know what I'm talking about now, guys. I'm just telling you what's up. Yeah, anyways. That's how you play this game. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. If you watched, hope you learned something. This game's sick, bro. This game's fun. I love this game. It's really, really fun. I may be talking, you know, I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, it may sound like I'm talking bad about people, but when I say most people aren't very good, that's because most people aren't very good. You know, what do you want me to say? They're just not. Most people constantly make blunders. They constantly make mistakes. They constantly make poor decisions. They clearly don't understand like the mechanics of the game or, you know, strategy. They can't, or they refuse to. Like, they can't, or they just don't think ahead. They don't think forward. They don't plan things. They don't understand counters. Like, there's just so much that, I don't know, people just don't get. It's okay. It takes time. Figure it out. It took time for me to learn. Mac Evans is amazing. I don't know, I just saw him, so I thought I'd say that. Mac Evans is amazing. This right here, by the way, let me just go ahead and tell you. This right here is okay, first of all, everything I've said this whole time has been me. I wasn't told any of these things. I didn't read or look any of these things up. I'm telling you all of this from my own direct experience. And this guy right here is the single strongest individual unit in the whole game. Like, if you compare all of the units in the whole game and ask who's the best, it's this guy. This guy's the best. He taunts everyone around him. He's unaffected by morale debuffs. He cannot be stunned or suppressed. You know, Highlander's Will. He's got, avoids the enemy attacks with a 50% chance. They changed this with a 50% chance for 3 seconds after deployment, and then with a 30% chance. Additionally, all incoming damage is reduced by 48%. No, they didn't change it. So when he first comes out, he's got a 50% chance to dodge for 3 seconds, and then it drops down to 30% chance. So he still has a permanent 30% chance to dodge at least. He also, all incoming damage is reduced by 48%, so half, just about, almost half. This is broadsword. His main weapon is a broadsword. He has a sword and he has the bagpipes. And he throws this dumb little bomb thing a single time. He's got one of these little bomb things that he throws at one tank or vehicle or building, and then he never does it again. Like, he comes out with a bagpipes, a sword, and then he's got one satchel charge that he throws. But it's his sword, and it's his tankiness is what it is. It's because he can tank like anything. Like, you know, a giant tank that only shoots one time with a big cannon goes boom, boom, boom. Much slower than that. It's more like boom, boom. Like, literally, that's what it's like. And he just dodges it. It just hits him and it says dodge. And then like a couple seconds later, it hits him again and it's like dodge. And even when it does hit him, it doesn't kill him. Meanwhile, he's killed all your infantry and blown up one of your vehicles, like, and taunted everyone to look at him. Like, it's insane. Anyways, if you have him, use him. Take it easy.